How's it going today, everybody? This is Kaiju Addict reviewing the Toho Kaiju series King Caesar. This is one of the first 6-inch King Caesars to be released. He's definitely nice. So let's bring him up close and look at the detail. Look at that. This figure honestly has a super beautiful sculpt, though. As I said, this is one of the first variations. Off the top of my head, I can't remember if Godzilla Island or Toho Kaiju series came out first, but they pretty much were the same figure. The figure actually did change and got a new upgraded paint job in the movie Monster series line, but that one goes quite a bit more than this one. These you can normally find about $40-50 tagged in good condition like mine is, and then the movie Monster series one, which has the darker kind of bronzier gold fur, and then the silver paint outs all throughout in the darker color scheme, that's normally 70 to 80. So I got mine at G-Fest 2013. I got mine for what was it, $30, I think. 30, 35. I got mine really cheap. I do have the tag, I just don't show the tags in the videos. So, but this figure sculpt is absolutely impressive. I do believe that the old vintage sculpt, the 8-inch or the 7-inch sculpt, is the exact same as this one, just scaled down. It is done nicely. And there's really only one spot where the paint isn't included, which is kind of impressive. Well, too, back of the heels too, and a little bit on the arm. So that's kind of impressive for a Bandai figure. It shows kind of these first ones really, they did go all out almost for most of these, which is nice because they kind of don't do that nowadays. But I hope this is one of the figures that does get a re-release. Depending on how it looks, I may pick it up. I wouldn't be against owning 2 of these. So let's look at the articulation. So you'll notice the head does have a loose spot. This is a harder vinyl. That's also the other difference. I believe both the Godzilla Island and this Toho Kaiju one are both hard vinyl, and I believe the movie Monster series is a little bit softer. That still doesn't mean this head's going to rotate, so you can kind of get it to move, but that joint's really tight, plus the paint, so it all adds up to a joint that shifts, but doesn't actually move. I wouldn't try to force it. Once again, it's hard vinyl. It can crack. I don't know if that's a thing that's happened with these figures in the past, but I just wouldn't force it. The arms can go out. Very nice. They can go all the way around if you want, so you can get some nice poses out of that. And the legs also move around to kind of get them running. Looks kind of a little crazy, but kind of natural too if you lower the leg a little bit. That looks a little bit more natural. Doesn't look too bad. And his little puppy dog tail also spins, which, I mean, if you want him looking sad, you could do that, I guess. Otherwise, you know, you can kind of just move it to add a little bit. So like if he's moving up for a punch on Mechagodzilla, you know, so he's punching, you can move the tail kind of to whip around with the motion of the body. Kind of adds a little bit more depth to it, and overall just gives you a sense of movement when you're taking photos or maybe videos. So, all right, let's look at the size comparisons quick. So we obviously, once again, this is pretty much straight. This guy's been viewed. The 75 Godzilla, he's maybe a little too big. Maybe, actually no. I think this is about right, because King Caesar, his legs are kind of bent. I think, yeah, this is about right. This is about right. This is about right. So they look good. Once again, I don't own the 74, and as I've talked about in multiple different kaiju groups, the 74 just went on a huge increase. It was a $100 figure. Now it's selling for about 140, 190, depending on. So Bandai re-release it quick before I had to buy it. And then here's the 74 specific Mechagodzilla. This is the Bandai USA release, so, which is also, this is accurate as well. This looks nice. So that is about it for size comparisons. I'm not going to try to juggle a few more in there because he doesn't really need to be seen with anyone else. The final thoughts on this figure, boy, I really do like this King Caesar. He's unique. He's a fan favorite, honestly. He was one of the figures when I was younger. He was one of the more expensive kaiju figures. I believe all three of them were sitting at the like $70 to $80 range, and then they slowly over time, the first two releases have dropped a little bit. I think probably someone had a stockpile of them and they put them out and they were like, oh, drop the price a little bit. Or people just really want that repainted Movie Monster Series one from 2002. So I do believe if you don't have a King Caesar in your collection and you want this version of it, absolutely get one of the three. Like I said, maybe 50, maybe max for this guy, maybe 60. Depends on, I'm assuming he's probably a little bit more than he used to be. I think he's a stellar figure. He's going to get an 8 out of 10 for me. He's really nice looking. He's been one that I always seem to pick up every now and then and just look at and admire because, well, King Caesar is one of my favorite kaiju. I have a lot of nostalgia for the 74 film, so all things 74 I'm just kind of like, I really love. So 8 out of 10 for this guy. If you guys liked and enjoyed this video, please like it. Please comment what you liked, or just leave a compliment. Or if you've got some critiques, please leave some critiques too. I am all ears for improving, as long as it's constructive. I'm not going to listen to, well, not nice opinions. How about, we'll leave it at that. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe if you haven't, and I will see you guys in the next Kaiju video. Stay safe and rock on, guys. Peace.